Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today, I'm gonna talk about getting divorced in the United States. When I first came to this country, I was still married to my ex-spouse. However, the marriage no longer existed because we were separated already. One day, a coworker of mine told me that she just got divorced. I asked her, "How did you do that?" She said she went online, filled out the forms by herself. So I said, "Oh, I want to do that also." So to the computer I went. Now, I look at those forms, and those forms are called DOMREL, DOMREL. So the first form that I filled out was called DOMREL 20. These forms was asking all about personal information, my personal information and my ex-spouse personal information. So I filled out everything. Now, don't you worry because there is an instruction line after line on how to answer those forms. So that's pretty cool because you are instructed, you are guided on what to do and how to answer it. So after I filled out all those forms, the DOMREL 20 form, I personally went to the court, of course, because I have to file it. So I went to the circuit court. At that time, I was living in Baltimore City. So I went to the circuit court in Baltimore City. So I went there, and the clerk took it, and I have to file, of course, the filing fee. The filing fee was $135. So I was given a receipt, like an acknowledgement that it was filed, and I have paid the fees, and a case number was also attached to those documents. So I went home, and after a few weeks, I received on the mail all those files, all those documents that I have filled out. And there was a specific instruction there which says that these documents needs to be sent to my ex-spouse so that my ex-spouse will also put his signature there. So I was kind of like, where is he? Where is he now? Because it's a long time. How many years we've been separated, so I don't know where is he. So I took the chance of sending those documents to his parents' address in the Philippines. But of course, his name is the name that I wrote there, but the address was his parents' address in the Philippines. So I put all of the documents in an envelope, and I went to FedEx and have it shipped via FedEx. So I waited and I waited and I waited. After 2 months, it came back. Whoa! It came back. I opened the package and he signed it. Isn't that amazing? So I wanted a divorce. Maybe he also wanted a divorce. So I checked. I inspected all documents, and clearly he signed all of it. He followed every instructions that was given on each page. So I took it back to the circuit court. So I went there and then took it back there to the clerk. So the clerk again received it, and then I was told that you have to wait for a mail. So I waited again and I waited, and then I received a letter in the mail which says that we receive your documents, and then we receive the service, and then I just have to wait for my hearing on a specific date. So the more I get excited because it's working. So I'm now in the process. So I waited again, and then by November, because I filed it, I start filing it August. So by November, I get a letter from the mail which says that my court hearing will be on the 28th of December. So I was really so excited. But it stated also in the letter that I need to bring along a witness who knows me, who knows my ex-spouse, who knows about the marriage, so that that witness can also stand for me in the court. And then, yeah, you know all these things, or maybe you don't know. A witness is the one who will say also something about the marriage and what happened. So we went there on December 28th. Now, when we were there, we were assigned to a circuit court judge, like they call it. This is the sala of the court. So there were lots of people there. So I was waiting for my case to be heard, but before mine, I think there was like 3 or 4 cases also being heard. So it's quite an experience when you hear all these hearings, all these divorce proceedings of other people. And it was my first time to hear all of those things. So we waited patiently, me and my friend, we waited patiently until my case was called. Yeah, I was called to the stand. My witness was called to the stand. It was my witness first, who was first called. Then after her, it was my turn. So I was being sworn in by the judge, and then the judge asked me, I remember this. This is pretty cool. The judge said, "Do you really want to do this?" I said, "Yes, Your Honor. If your spouse or your husband will win the lottery tomorrow, you won't get your share." And I can hear the roar of laughter at the back, like they were just all laughing with what the judge had said. So I looked straight to the judge and I said, no, Your Honor, I won't need those money. I want the divorce." So the judge said, "So be it." Then she told me that you are not to do anything until you receive the court decision in the mail. Do not do anything until you receive the court decision in the mail. So I waited from December 28th, 1 month after there was the mail. I was granted my absolute divorce on January 26. So I look at all those papers, and it says there that I have a copy of the decision, and the court also sent a copy of the decision to my ex-spouse to the Philippines. So there you go, folks. There you go. I got my divorce. I did it myself. I did not hire a lawyer. And I paid $135 to get an absolute divorce for my marriage. What was the timeline? This is the timeline. I started August. I got the decision, finality of the decision, January. So August, September, October, November, December, January. It was like 5-6 months. 5 months to be exact, 5 months. $135 for the filing fees. Of course, I have to pay the FedEx for the service. They call it service. When the documents go to your ex-spouse, they call it service. Like you have to serve the papers to him. So I think I paid FedEx at the time another $50. So $135 and $50, $185 for a divorce in the United States. But here is the thing about my case. It went quick and it was straight shot. It's because, number one, we don't have children. So there is no fight for custody of the children. No children. We don't have properties. No conjugal properties. So that's another thing that makes it simple. Number three, I did not ask for alimony. I did not ask for any financial benefits from my ex-spouse. Nothing about money. I did not ask for that. So that's another thing that really makes it really quick. So there you go, folks. There you go. No children. I don't have children. No conjugal properties. I did not ask for financial or monetary gains from my ex-husband. So it really makes my case really quick. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just trying to tell you what happened and what is the experience that I went through to get an absolute divorce for my marriage. So there you go. I have closure now in that marriage here in the United States. $185, all the fees, all the money that I have spent, and I did it myself. Go online, follow the instructions. So if you like this video because it gives you information, please click the subscribe so that you will be notified in my next video. I'm gonna tell you about my annulment in the Philippines because this is just the divorce here in America. Divorce is not accepted in the Philippines. So when I go home to the Philippines, I am still married to my ex-spouse. So I need to get an annulment there. So stay tuned, folks. Click on the subscribe so that you will know about how I go through my annulment process in the Philippines. All right, bye.